I would like to welcome now two very interesting speakers here on this webcast. First of all, Frithjof Walk, and second, Peter Altes. Both of them are from AIM. Frithjof Walk is president of AIM Global and AIM Germany with Austria and Switzerland, and also the president of AIM Europe. Peter Altes, managing director from AIM Germany with Austria and Switzerland. So a very warm welcome from my side to both of you.
Hello, thank you.
Hello, thank you very much for inviting us.
Yes. So where are you located today?
Well, I'm located in my home office, where I'm located nearly all the time, as long as I'm not traveling for AIM. And I guess Frithjof as well, I don't know.
I'm in the official AIM Germany office.
Okay, yes. So we are today broadcasting from Lüneburg, nearby Hamburg. And I would like to start now already with the first question. So very important. AIM is celebrating its 50th anniversary. What do you associate with this anniversary?
AIM celebrating 50 years. I'm not with AIM since 50 years, and I'm with AIM since 95. I'm involved in these activities. This was very shortly after the foundation of AIM Germany. And what does it mean? All this time we spend a lot of time in bringing industries together, users and the industry together, and the main focus is on working in standardization and harmonization of technologies. So after 50 years of this work, I guess we will talk about that a little later. It's very important to see this 50 years of existing of an association, a not-for-profit association, being stable in the market since it's 50 years now, and we are still trying to involve new industries, new companies. So it's really challenging, and we are very thankful as the association to be still in place.
Thank you. Why has AIM focused on the topic of standardization from the very beginning?
Why has AIM focused on standardization? The foundation of AIM 50 years ago was created or was demanded by the lack of standards. In that time, mainly the trade associations started to integrate barcode technologies for their systems. And at that time, although in the US it was the UCC, the Uniform Code Council, as a subgroup of the trade associations were founded, and the manufacturers of barcode printers, scanners at that time, were not organized, and the demand on standardization led to the foundation of AIM at the end of the day. So why might be not the right question. It was the reason, standardization was the reason AIM was founded.
Yes, thank you for this explanation. You're right, absolutely. What a philosophy has enabled AIM to grow over 50 years period and become increasingly significant to the AIDC technology and all the AIDC companies?
The strategy or philosophy is or has been always to include all companies competing in the markets. So we are not afraid of a competing company. We managed all the time to bring real competitors together and focus on the mandatory work of bringing standards to the world. This everybody understood that even 50 years ago, and as well today. And that's what is keeping us alive. So we need a common language and technology-wise, and we are very much involved as AIM in creating this language and developing this language.
Okay. Now we are coming to the challenges. So what are the challenges? Which challenges has AIM to face, especially in this time of digitalization?
The challenges are, I think, very similar to the very beginning of during the foundation. We have competing technologies, and we have to bring everything together. The main challenge nowadays might be that people are believing, oh, my smartphone is doing everything. Yes, it can do a lot of things, but even the smartphone is using technology standards in the background, and the average user is not aware of what work has been done in the background to come to the point that a smartphone can read a barcode or an NFC chip or something like that. I think this is one of the biggest challenges, and we see a lack of young engineers being involved in the standardization. Like, oh, there is a standard, but no, standards has to be developed further. New technologies, new capabilities have to be integrated into new standards. So this is an ongoing work, and I think it never will end.
Mm-hmm. Let's have a look in the future. What do you think? Where is AIM in 5 years?
Most probably at the same locations at one point. And if you check our network, so we are AIM Global is a real global network. The headquarters is located in the US, but we have chapters or subsidiaries, or however you would like to call them, in Asia, in Europe, and in many countries. And I think after a short period where some Asian countries stepped out of the global standardization community and try to push their own standards to the markets, they recognized, oh no, it's better to be in a big group, in a global group, and to harmonize things together, to introduce standards and develop technologies further. So I think where will we be in terms of our work? It will be very similar, maybe different challenges, but the work we have to do might be the same.
Mm. Yes, and 5 years is just a short range, so perhaps we should have a view into the next 10 years or something like that. Yeah. But yes, you are right. Okay. Now this situation today, so 2023 is a difficult year because the industry is weakening worldwide. What is your forecast for the growth of RFID and AIDC technologies in 2023?
The question is the industry really weakening worldwide, or is it just growing more slowly? So if you look towards China, the industry is growing, not in the rates most people expected, but it's not shrinking. And if you look over to India, which is picking up really rapidly in industry development, I'm afraid to say yes, everything is going down. No, I think we are in a phase of consolidation. We have very difficult situations around the world, from I think the climate change is affecting things. Then we had this long period of critical points in supply chains, pandemic-based issues, and. So I think we are more in a phase of consolidation and changing points. I think at the most of the companies in our industry, our member companies, there will be a stable growth, even if it's not a rapid growth. If we move logistics centers from point A to point B, our technologies are mandatory to build new distribution centers, to build new manufacturing plants, and. So in general, I think we will have a growth in the future. And for this year, I personally, in my company, can't see a decrease in sales right now. We have a very stable business and a very good developing business. I know others feeling the same. Of course, there are some companies not matching their huge goals. If you are in a real big company, in a huge organization, then you had 3 good years, and now everybody is the shareholders expecting the same development in the next period. But we have to ask ourselves, is this reasonable to ask for extraordinary growth in a period where everything is consolidating? So that's I think if you ask 10 people, you will have 10 different replies to that.
Yeah, that's probably right. Yeah. I would like to jump now into another topic, into a very important topic for our team as well, but for you too, the RFID and Wireless IoT 2023 in Wiesbaden this year in October. So I would like to know from you, both of you, what are you showing there? Showing at your booth, presenting there, presenting also in the forum, and yeah, what will we see from AIM Global there?
I think as we are an association and we do not provide technology devices or solutions ourselves, our booth will be as in the past. It will be a meeting point, a connecting point for AIM members, AIM managers all over the world, and for sure for the visitors and for those industry representatives who are not joining AIM so far. And as we are planning our 50th anniversary summit the days before, we are pretty optimistic that we can welcome most of our chapter members from all over the world, let's say from the United States or from the Asian chapters as well as from Denmark. And so our place will be a welcome place, a connecting place, and we try to explain and we try to show those who are not familiar with AIM what it is AIM about and what are our tasks, duties, challenges like digitalization, like security, like connecting more and more different technologies, also at the borderline of AITC technologies and so on. So that's what we are expecting from our booth. And for sure, we welcome everybody and we are happy to connect each other. And that's one of the reasons, based on the answer Frithjof was given for an earlier question, that's one of the reasons why we are stable and why we are growing, because we are an open platform for people who are interested in AITC technologies, solutions, and networking. And for our presentations in the Wireless IoT conference part, for the panels, we want to focus on some topics which were already mentioned by Frithjof in the formal questions. So one is technology, let's say outcast. It's a question of market evaluation, not in a kind of perfectly evaluation as looking in the future, but some trends and some perceptions which we made. And for sure, we will focus on what was already a very prominent topic in this talk on standardization. And we will point on, let's say, some future topics like, for example, right now, not only in Europe, but also in the United States, we are discussing the so-called DPP, the Digital Product Pass, which is a very interesting project for our industry, as well as topics like anti-counterfeiting, where we are dealing with. And for sure, a very important topic is security as one of the most important challenges in all this digitalization process.
Okay, so a lot, many topics and very interesting topic. Great. Thank you. Now we come to the final part of this webcast. Let's talk about the future. What would everyday life in the future look like with wireless IoT technologies? What do you think about that?
That's a good question. I have no clue at the end of the day. I think this is pending very much on the personal way of organization of the life. So, as a very technology-oriented person, I'm doing a lot of stuff already, even at my home and during the work, on a digital level, and that requires always wireless communication, but it requires as well the access to my home or to my office with the wireless technology. I'm making my money for my living with identification technologies in general, so basic technologies. If you ask me, then I think everything will become smoother, easier, and more reliable. I think we have to work a lot on the reliability of technologies, harmonization of technologies around the world, and again, standardization work on bringing things to a stable life. This is what we will see in the future with wireless Internet of Things. And Internet of Things, we have the industrial side and we have the private, the personal life. And I think it's really depending on the area where you are living. If you are building a house on a green grass area, you can do everything more smoother. If you are located in areas like Germany with very old industry using technologies since ages, then it's not so easy to switch. So I think digitalization and the usage of wireless IoT technologies will be more difficult in areas with established solutions, whatever way. And this will be a kind of hard fight to bring older, aged, and new and innovative technologies together. That's what we see. We will see a development, a good development, and the more radical you change systems, erase old stuff, install new stuff, the easier it will be. But it will be interesting and challenging, and I guess a lot of fun for technical-oriented people to see the near and the far future in developing this, the usage of wireless IoT technologies.
Yes, thank you. Peter, would you like to add something?
Yeah, I think based on Frithjof ideas, we will go more into markets which are related to day-to-day, which are a kind of new market. So for example, based on the demographic development, we might enter more into markets like health, wellness, and people ID, which is a very interesting field, but it's also a very difficult field due to privacy and all these issues which we have to manage before we go into these markets. But I guess this will be a development for the future. And another development I'm expecting, so I also haven't got the idea how to look in the future, but I expect, based on what we can see also today, already today, that more and more technologies which were very different to each other in the past, coming closer together day by day. So different technologies will interact in complex processes. Like we will have barcode and RFID, and we will have wireless technologies and non-wireless technologies which are working together, and we will have sensor systems and RFID systems, or we go into topic areas where we have 5G, or looking in the future 6 or 7G or whatever, combined with the technologies which are represented by the AIDC technology. So that's a little bit what I'm expecting for the future. And this will be a very good development for us, because we have to be open-minded, but it's also a challenge for us based on our structure with a lot of small and medium-sized companies who need to do this transformation.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, now you touched already my last question with a focus on technology. So where could the technology be, the AIDC technology, in 10 years? Frithjof, do you have interesting information about that?
Oh, I would be a real rich man if I would have that. It's difficult to answer this very simple question. I think we will see a rapid development. We are seeing a lot of artificial intelligence here and there. And this smart algorithm, we are talking about intelligence. I don't know if that's true. And we will see what will happen. But the more this smart algorithms will be improved, the development of technology, so on technology development level, this might help a lot. It will not steal any work or any job, I don't think, but it will help us a lot in creating more stable solutions. Pure technology, pure software, and. So I think within 10 years, we will see a real big change in the technologies, improvement of technologies. I think it will be a real improvement of technologies, which will be challenged by the question of how can we get the whole world, in speaking the same language. Technology language again. And I think this will be, as in the past, we will have on one side real innovative steps forward, and on the other side we will face the challenge to harmonize and standardize all the technologies so that there is a worldwide use possible.
In this context, what do you think about AI technology?
As I mentioned already, what is AI? This is a long discussion. Smart algorithms, so yeah, it will support the development if we accept that it's supporting that. But even this technology has some limitations. We can read that in the daily press. We see, that's working, that's not working. And even this technology needs to be developed further. It's interesting, and maybe it will be very challenging for the communities to accept and to utilize this artificial intelligence machines. At the end of the day, it are machines.
Yes. Thank you, Frithjof Walk. Thank you, Peter Altes, for your time and for your interesting answers. Yes, we see us pretty soon in Wiesbaden. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much for the chance talking to you.
And looking forward to Wiesbaden.